You're listening to True Issues with Uncle Big Chuck, your grandmama's favorite son.
The Union Music Group, baby.
Whoa!
You're listening to True Issues with Uncle Big Chuck, your grandmama's favorite son.
The Union.
Hey, what's happening, man? What's going on? We're going to call this the Turkey Day Rebuttal, because we're going to talk about a lot of Turkey Day stuff. But, it's going to be interesting. I'll be right with you. Yeah. Okay. They gotta be real quick. This is gonna be a real quick, super quick rebuttal. Today is the day after Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a good time with the Black Friday, got what you wanted, did a lot of shopping. I've seen a lot of video posts out there with people in the Walmart, in the mall, and everywhere fighting and carrying on. Oh my God, people really, is it really that serious? It's not that serious. I mean, you're not really saving anything. You're getting everything at the price it was already set to be. You may find a couple of things that are really discounted, but if you read the fine print, a lot of it's refurbished. So by being refurbished, you can get it. You can get it at the flea market. I don't know what they say, but it is what it is. I mean, you may get a better deal off the back of the truck if you know your neighborhood booster. I don't know, man. It's funny to me, though, but really, let's get down to the nitty-gritty that what's really been bothering me during this Turkey Day rebuttal. Oh, yeah, by the way, the turkey was good. The dressing was good. My man, Junior, Arthur Andrews, laid it out. Was good. Mrs. B's, her turkey dressing and giblet gravy is always 100. Oh my God. Greens was on point. Lemonade was on point. Oh, my wife made the pies and the cake. Oh my gosh, it was on point. I don't exercise, so I'm gonna be holding this Turkey Day gut for a while, but gobble and what the hell else. I got my wife with me today, and we're gonna talk about some things that near and dear to our heart, and it's family. And near and dear to my heart, respect, love. We're not going to say honor and cherish and obey, because obey is a hard word. And you should never really cherish everything, but you need to cherish some things. So what we're going to do is really get down to several things. And it's political and it's personal, so to speak. How you doing, baby?
Hey, boo.
Ooh, boo. Hey, don't start that now. We live now. Don't. Boo. Ooh.
Okay, I'll keep it down to a minute.
Ooh, she said boo. Okay, all right. All right then. But let's get down to it. I don't know if you caught the On Point show today with Willie and Nikki. It's a local Facebook page, and man, they really get down to the nitty gritty. They talk about it. They don't hold no bars back. I feel their pain because I'm in that same game they in. I have kids that are young and kids that are old, and I understand what you're talking about. They felt, as like a lot of people felt, that the Cody Aaron case, or Aaron Cody Smith, his name is, let's just say that guy that killed Mr. Greg Gunn, and I don't appreciate how the defense put Greg Gunn on trial, and he's the one that got killed. He was walking home by himself, wasn't bothering nobody. Just came back from, I guess, a kickback or a little neighborhood get together, and he had walked his girlfriend close to her street. Was walking home to his street, and the police stopped him and asked him where he's going, and I guess he was going home, and the guy said, "Well, I need to see who you are." He said, "Well, I'm going home. I'm not bothering nobody." Police, attempted to do what is called a field interview and to run him, but I thought that you have the right to walk your own streets. I didn't think he was doing something, but I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Well, personally, I don't agree with what happened, but it has happened, and I think our city kind of need to look at what's going on, and from that point, maybe a political way to say it without being offensive. See what you're dealing with and react from that.
Well, you're a mother. You're a mother of 3, and I know you worry about your kids, and if they're walking home and not bothering anybody, I know you want them to be mindful and respectful of the authorities or the police.
Correct.
But at any given time, if you're minding your own business and say, "What are you doing walking? I live here," and where do you live at? And they ask you all these questions, and they don't believe you. And why did you see? I need to see some ID. What is the understanding of why you need to see some ID if they ask you, and you say, "I live here," and you're walking to your front door? What is I'm lost on that process. I mean, I'm walking to the mailbox. Where you going? To the mailbox. You got mail in the mailbox? I don't know yet. I got to check. Why you don't know? The mailman just delivered. I don't know what he put in the box. You know what I'm saying? So it's an open end. It's a crazy question, so to speak. Do you believe in the state should have the right to stop and frisk?
No, I don't, especially if you haven't done anything that warrants you being stopped. At that point, I feel like they're infringing on your privacy.
You're right, son.
Exactly.
Well, what do you tell your kids to do if the police stop them? What is the conversation you have with your children for if the police stop them? What do you tell them how to act?
It's kind of hard to say because you want them to live to see another day. And it looks like at this point, they reach for the ID, they're shot. They roll down the window, they're shot. They're told to get out the car, they're shot. It just seems like they can't win for losing.
I feel you. It's crazy. Well, getting to that point, then getting to where we're at now, and let's just say with the Greg Gunn situation, they charged him with capital murder. The jury came back and charged him with manslaughter, even though there was some shots in the back. There was no defensive rooms on Cody, but he said he got into a scuffle with Greg Gunn. So looking at the size of Greg Gunn, what they said his size was, his statue, versus the size of Aaron Cody Smith, shouldn't Cody Smith have some scars on him? Shouldn't he have some defensive wounds? Shouldn't he have like a little bruised knuckle or something to show that he was in a scuffle? Did they ever show his uniform for that night? Did they show that it was torn pockets? Did they show that he had lost his camera? All those things were no. So how was he in fear of his life? And then on top of that, why did you put a cop that's in fear of his life on patrol in a high crime area that you say is a high crime area because they had a couple of break-ins? Because we have a couple of break-ins over in our area, and it's not a high crime area, but we do have break-ins over here. So,
Right. Yeah.
Why not double them up? Why not have a K-9 unit in the area? Why not support those patrolmen that are patrolling by themselves in those high crime areas? Would you pay more money out your taxes for that type of security or that type of personal security to have that done?
Yeah, I mean, if it's gonna, because that's gonna benefit me as well as them. Double up. That means that I have double the security. I don't have one person watching. I have two people watching.
Exactly. You know, strength comes in numbers, and you take a white guy. Let's just say this here: when you want to be a police officer, you sign up. You know there's inherent danger. You know when you sign up for the military, there's an inherent issue. You may go to war. When you take on these jobs like a fireman, there's inherent danger. You may get burnt. You can't be a fireman if you're scared of fire. You can't be a police officer if you're scared of personal contact. You can't be a pilot and fly a plane if you're scared of heights. Those are some things that you just shouldn't apply for that job. And he said that he was in fear of his life. He was scared. But the last I checked, he was in the car by himself, riding around by himself. So what was he scared of? And if he's scared and he saw a suspicious person, why not call for backup and follow that person at a distance? And if the person take off running before he made contact, you got backup. Call for backup. Why didn't he do those things? Why didn't he follow those procedures? We will never know because he's not going to own up to it. And I don't think the prosecution really want to push that issue because it's kind of a gray area. The prosecution works for the city. The city and the police department are both inherent jobs that are with the city. If the DA goes out and just hammers the police department, then he's not going to get any support from the police department when it comes to cases. You know what I'm saying? It's like you tell your doctor to fix your leg, but then you sue him for fixing your leg. You can't walk around with just one leg. So now you're walking around in a circle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a gray area. I think DA Bailey did the best he could. I think his hands were tied when the Supreme Court moved it. I think it was wrong for the Supreme Court to remove the one judge that had got stopped the previous couple of months earlier for walking in his own neighborhood with a stick that he walks every morning. And he's a black judge, but he's impartial. So if he can't preside over a white trial, then he should not preside over a black trial. So you're saying to me that only black judges can preside over black trials, vice versa? I don't know. Those are some of the things that I know I'm not giving you a lot of opportunity to really talk because it's just more like me rambling on. And I know that that's not what you're here for.
You good, baby. I like to hear you talk.
Ooh, yeah, you better stop now. Come on now. Stop. Don't do me like that. Ooh, I get chills. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, though, because you're playing with me. Stop playing with me. But it's crazy. It's crazy. It's really crazy, and a lot of people are upset about this. I think a manslaughter charge was what was left on the table. And I think the jury was handicapped in what they had to work with. I think the DA did the best they could. I think the people that we elect in those positions for judges and lawyer DAs and all those are elected jobs. So if you have a problem with those guys and what they say, then my advice to you is elect somebody else. Put somebody else in office. Get out and vote. Be a participant in your community and in your city. Be active, not proactive. Do something to do something. That's just my appointment. That's my opinion. Anything you want to talk about, sweetheart?
It's your show. I'm here. Whatever you want to talk about.
I like we just say do what you want to do. Ooh. But nah, seriously. What are the most fearful things for you when it comes to being a mother?
Ooh. I'd have to say, I worry about my children. For instance, when they go out, let's say they go out on a date, they go out shopping, I'm always worried about them being safe and coming home safe, returning the way they love.
So how would you, I mean, do you have to raise your kids, quote unquote, I would say differently from what you think a white mother would have to raise their kids?
Most definitely. Just the color of their skin alone, as you see, recently we're considered weapons. So our children, they don't have I guess you'd say like a dollar value or an amount. They're treated like nothing. So I'd say, for instance, when you talked about the traffic stop, our children are held at a different standard. They're supposed to have their hands on the steering wheel and all this other stuff. And I guess be more than respectful to an officer, but a white child can be pulled over and talk crap, curse the police out, do whatever it is they feel they want to do, and nothing happens to them.
Do you know who my daddy is? Nah, stuff like that. And it's crazy because the last time I checked, these kids or their parents pay taxes, are considered citizens. What make them different, and why have we allowed for society to colonize or weaponize our color, which makes no sense? But that's what they've done. They've said that the black guy is always angry. The black guy is okay. He may be that way because, number one, you're bothering with him. Number two, he's doing the exact same thing his counterpart doing. Number three, he's not given the affordability that you have, and then yet you criticize him, say, oh, he's not working, he's shuffless. Okay, first of all, if he goes apply for that job, you're going to give him holy hell to get that job. And then you're going to find all kinds of ways to not give it to him, and he could be highly qualified. He could be the top of his class. He could be the guy with that what you need, and you don't give him the opportunity. It could be a lot of things. But what I don't like is the first thing they say is, oh, he's a bad kid. He grew up without his father. Stop that. Because a lot of white kids grew up with their father. And I think it's pretty much proportionally the same across the board. Being black does not make you have to not have a father, same as white. You have white fathers that are in court right now with crazy amount of child support, just like blacks. You have white guys that are in jail right now for crimes. May get 10 years. The black may get 20. Same crime. Because there was a crime in Florida in the same county with the same judge. Now, here's the funny part about it. Well, I shouldn't say funny. Here's the sad part about it. The white guy had been in and out of rehab. He robbed a 7-Eleven store, and the judge gave him 10 years. The black guy, never been in trouble, fresh out of high school, robbed a convenience store, got 20 years. No record. So when they say your prior records goes on there, that is true, but when the judge, and there's a lot of them, and people got to realize these laws were not made by you. They was already in place. They were enhanced, and a lot of our black politicians sat around and just let it go, though to get along type of thing, whatever. But these laws were made by old white men. Old white men, and they were making these laws to betterment of their community. Because you go back in the sharecropper days, you had to buy the corn, rent the land, and all this stuff from your owner, the sharecropper guy, the boss man, and then you had to share your crops to him. So there was no way you were going to get ahead, because guess what? I can keep you down. I can raise the rent of the land, raise the rent of the seed, and then buy the crop at a lower rate to keep you in debt. So you could not win. And then when one of these guys tried to leave, oh, you owe me money. How I owe you money? You took everything. I didn't make anything last. Oh, well, you owe me money. And they could tell the judge or the local sheriff he owed me money and didn't have to show no proof because his skin was proof. He's white. and the guy was black. And then when these black communities get together and say we're gonna buy our own, do our own, live our own, what happens? Tulsa, South Carolina, they come in, Central Florida, they come in and kill everybody off some BS, and the government does nothing. It's crazy. It's crazy. So what I'm going to say to you is this. I need for everybody to start thinking. I need for everybody to start raising your children in a community setting as we got to do better. I need for everybody to say, hey, look, we need to participate in the bigger picture that benefits us as a race of people. A lot of other organizations, a lot of communities, a lot of other ethnic backgrounds have their own community. Chinatown, Little Havana. You go to New York, there's different districts that the Israelis and the Jewish have. We're the only one that don't believe in what we believe in, and then we tear down our own just to prove a point. Don't be mad at your brother that looks like you. Be mad at the system and change the system. That way, we can overcome all the different politics. This is my Thanksgiving rebuttal. I know it was long-winded and little this and that, but I want everybody to realize that I'm only human, and they call me Uncle Big Chuck, and I want y'all to really get down with me.
Uncle Big Chuck. Next issue, Uncle Love You All.
I love y'all.
The Union Music Group, baby.
These opinions are not paid for.